There is a city on the northeastern coast of America that is the oldest major city in the country, that staged the protest that started the American Revolution in 1773, that is home to the two most famous universities on the planet, that built the first subway system in the United States, and that this summer is hosting one of the FIFA World Cup quarterfinals. Welcome to Boston, Massachusetts. Let's start with the capital of Massachusetts, the cradle of American independence, the home of Harvard, MIT, and 250,000 college students from around the world, with about 675,000 people in the city and 4.8 million across the metro area. Boston is one of the most walkable, most historic, and most academically influential cities anywhere in the United States. It is also a city where you can stand on a 1773 protest site and look up at a 21st century skyscraper in the same glance. This summer in 2026, Boston is hosting 7 FIFA World Cup matches at Boston Stadium, the tournament named for Gillette Stadium just south of the city. 5 group stage matches between June 13th and June 26th, 1 round of 32 game, and one of the most significant fixtures of the entire tournament. The first quarterfinal on July 9th. In this video, we are covering everything: the Freedom Trail, Fenway Park, the North End, the food halls, where to stay, and exactly how to plan your trip. By the end, you will know whether Boston belongs on your travel list. Let's get into it. Boston was founded in 1630 by Puritan settlers from England. That makes it one of the oldest major cities in the United States. The Boston Tea Party of 1773 is widely considered to the protest that ignited the American Revolution. The battles of Lexington and Concord, Paul Revere's Midnight Ride, the Boston Massacre. All of it happened here or within a few miles of downtown. Today, the city is one of the most historically dense urban environments in the entire country. The Freedom Trail is a 2.5-mile red brick path through downtown that connects 16 of the most important Revolutionary War era sites. You can walk the entire thing in an afternoon, free, self-guided, one of the best free city walks anywhere in America. Boston is also the most important academic city in the world. Harvard University, the oldest university in the United States, founded in 1636, sits right across the Charles River in Cambridge. MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, is just downriver. Add Boston University Northeastern, Tufts, Boston College, and dozens more. And Greater Boston has more universities per square mile than anywhere on Earth. The city is also a global capital of medical research at hospitals like Massachusetts General and the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. The home of one of the most legendary baseball stadiums in the world at Fenway Park, and the source of an outsized share of American literature, science, and political thought. For FIFA World Cup 2026, Boston Stadium hosts 7 matches between June 13th and July 9th. The home of one of the most legendary baseball stadiums in the world at Fenway Park, and the source of an outsized share of American literature, science, and political thought. For FIFA World Cup 2026, Boston Stadium hosts 7 matches between June 13th and July 9th. The stadium itself, normally called Gillette Stadium, is in Foxborough, Massachusetts, about 22 miles south of downtown Boston. It is the home of the New England Patriots, the Tom Brady era dynasty, and the New England Revolution Major League Soccer team. The recent renovation has prepared it specifically for the World Cup. Boston is also hosting the official FIFA Fan Festival at Boston City Hall Plaza for 16 days in June. Start with the Freedom Trail, the 2.5-mile red brick path through downtown Boston, connecting 16 of the most important historic sites in the entire country. The old State House, where the Declaration of Independence was first read aloud. The old North Church, where the lanterns hung that warned Paul Revere. The Granary Burying Ground, where Sam Adams, Paul Revere, and John Hancock are buried. The Bunker Hill Monument across the river. Free, self-guided, plan a half day. Just off the trail, explore Faneuil Hall Marketplace, a bustling hub of food, shopping, and street performers that has served as a meeting hall since 1743. The Boston Public Library on Copley Square is the first publicly supported municipal library in the United States. Opened in 1854, the original 1895 McKim building has the Bates Reading Room, a 218-foot-long barrel vaulted reading room considered one of the most beautiful interior spaces in any American library. Boston Common is the oldest public park in the entire United States, dating back to 1634. The adjacent Public Garden is the first public botanical garden in America, with the famous Swan boats operating since 1877. Across the Charles River in Cambridge, Harvard University, and Massachusetts Institute of Technology campuses are both completely open to the public. For self-guided walks, Harvard Yard, Memorial Hall, the MIT Status Center, the Charles River Esplanade Walkway, all free. For museums, the Museum of Fine Arts is one of the great American art museums with one of the finest collections of Impressionist paintings outside of Paris. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, housed in a Venetian palazzo-style mansion, is one of the most distinctive museums anywhere. And the John F. Kennedy Presidential Library on the Boston Harbor Coast preserves the legacy of the city's most famous political son. Quick pause here. If this video is helping you so far, drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and we put a lot of research into every guide. Back Bay is the elegant brownstone neighborhood with the highest concentration of luxury hotels and walking access to Newberry Street shopping. Downtown is closest to Faneuil Hall, the North End, and the Freedom Trail. Beacon Hill is the most charming residential neighborhood with intimate boutique stays. And the Seaport District is the modern waterfront with the newer, larger hotels. The Four Seasons Hotel 1 Dalton Street is the newest and most prestigious luxury property in the city, a striking glass tower in Back Bay. The Newberry Boston, formerly the Ritz-Carlton Boston Common, is the historic luxury benchmark with sweeping views over the Public Garden. The Mandarin Oriental Boston is the third major Forbes 5-star property in Back Bay with renowned spa and dining. The Boston Harbor Hotel sits directly on the harbor front with a stunning rotunda lobby and a private waterfront entrance. For something genuinely distinctive, Ixby Beacon is the most refined boutique hotel in the city, with just 60 rooms in a meticulously restored 1903 Beaux-Arts building on Beacon Hill. And the Liberty Hotel is one of the most distinctive boutique hotels in the entire country. It was literally a working county jail from 1851 until 1990 and was restored as a luxury hotel in 2007, preserving the original rotunda and prison details. The Fairmont Copley Plaza is the city's grand historic dame, opened in 1912 in Back Bay. Boston food culture is built around three deep traditions: New England seafood, Italian-American cooking in the North End, and a serious modern dining scene that has emerged over the last 15 years. For seafood, the lobster roll is the iconic Boston dish. Neptune oyster in the North End is widely considered the finest lobster roll in the city. Indulge in freshly shucked oysters, rich clam chowder, and classic New England lobster rolls at legendary local oyster bars. The chowder is excellent, the history is unbeatable. Legal Seafoods, founded in Cambridge in 1950, is the iconic Boston seafood chain with locations across the city. The North End is the historic Italian neighborhood. 8 square blocks of narrow streets, red brick buildings, and dozens of family restaurants and bakeries. Mike's Pastry and Modern Pastry are the legendary cannoli rivals. Get one from each and decide for yourself. Regina Pizzeria has been making the same coal-fired pizza since 1926. Giacomo's Brico and Carmelina's are the iconic restaurants. For modern fine dining, Menton by Barbara Lynch is one of the most decorated restaurants in the city. Number 9 Park is another Lynch flagship. Kappa is one of the finest casual Italian operations in town, and the Time Out Market Boston in the Fenway is one of the best food halls in the country, with curated stalls from many of Boston's top chefs. Sam Adams Brewery in Jamaica Plain runs tours of the original brewery. The Boston Beer Company was founded in 1984 and helped launch the entire American craft beer movement. Boston Logan International Airport, BOS, is one of the closest major airports to a downtown of any city in the country. Just 3 miles from the financial district, the Silver Line bus from the airport to South Station is completely free for arriving passengers. The Blue Line subway also connects directly. Both take about 15 to 20 minutes to reach downtown. Direct flight times to Boston, New York, 1 hour, Chicago, 2.5 hours, Los Angeles, 6 hours, Miami, 3 hours. London Heathrow is 7 hours direct on multiple carriers. Tokyo is 14 hours direct on Japan Airlines. Inside the city, the MBTA, known locally as the T, is the oldest subway system in the United States. It opened in 1897. 4 color-coded lines connect the main districts. A single ride is $2.40. It is genuinely the most useful piece of transit for visitors in the city. For FIFA World Cup 2026, Boston Stadium is in Foxborough, 22 miles south of downtown. Driving on match days is severely discouraged due to congestion and limited parking. The official solution is the MBTA Boston Stadium train, special express commuter rail service running directly from South Station to Foxborough Station next to the stadium. 14 trains per match. Express, no other stops. About 1 hour each way. Tickets must be purchased in advance and are limited. The official FIFA Fan Festival runs for 16 days at Boston City Hall Plaza in the heart of downtown Boston. Walking distance from most major hotels. The best months to visit Boston overall are May through October. Summer is warm and lively. Fall foliage in September and October is one of the great American travel experiences. Winter is cold, but the city is beautiful in fresh snow. The World Cup window of June through early July is genuinely the best weather window of the year. The oldest major city in the United States. The protest that started a revolution. The oldest baseball stadium in the world. The oldest public park in America. The oldest subway in the country. The home of Harvard and MIT. And the first quarterfinal of the FIFA World Cup 2026 on July 9th. This is Boston. Historic, walkable, deeply local, and one of the most rewarding cities to actually explore on foot anywhere in the country. When you are ready to plan your Boston trip, head to PalapaVibez.com. Built by travelers, for travelers, the link is in the description. Drop a comment down below. We read every single one.